Alina Kapoor was no ordinary She was the only daughter of India-born British billionaire Kabir Kapoor, one of the top real estate companies in Europe. She drove a red Lamborghini, lived in a 10-bedroom mansion in Kensington, and had over 12 million Instagram followers. Her beauty was legendary: long dark hair, glowing skin, killer curves, and a wardrobe worth more than most people's homes. But what truly made her unforgettable was her attitude. "I don't wait in lines. Lines wait for me," she snapped once when a luxury boutique asked her to wait 5 minutes. Hot, bold, ruthless, spoiled, smart, grounded, and passionate about coffee, Ayaan believed in hard work and simple living. His cafe, Brewing Soul, had become popular not because of money, but because of heart. "And please, fast. I'm not used to waiting," she said, barely looking up. She was fire and frost. She looked like a goddess dressed in designer boots, tight jeans, and a cropped fur jacket, and completely untouchable. Ayaan Malik was a 26-year-old cafe owner from East London. One rainy afternoon, Alina entered his cafe after her driver's Rolls Royce broke down. "One caramel soy latte, extra hot, no foam." Ayaan, busy serving customers, responded casually. "Everyone waits here. Princess, even the queen. If she came..." She raised an eyebrow. "Excuse me." "You're excused." He smiled and moved on. Alina stood frozen. No one had ever talked to her like that. And for the first time, she felt ... intrigued. Over the next few days, Alina kept showing up. First, she claimed it was for the coffee. Then she said she liked the art on the wall. But truthfully, it was Ayaan. Her makeup ran. Her jacket soaked. She looked ... human. His quiet strength, his dry wit, his refusal to bow to her made her curious. And mad they see. "My car, my money, my body, but not me." "You're arrogant," she said once. "You're spoiled," he replied. "I could buy your cafe and turn it into a parking lot. Go ahead. I'd rather park dreams than serve the rich with no heart." Each insult was like a flirt. Each fight a spark. They were fired and were dangerously compatible. One night, after a heated argument, Alina stormed out of the cafe. But moments later, she came back, drenched by rain. Ayaan gave her his hoodie. They sat in silence, sipping coffee. "No one sees me. You know," she whispered. Ayaan finally looked at her differently. "I see you, Alina." The cafe grew popular. Alina learned to work, to clean tables, to talk kindly. And for the first time in years, she smiled a real one. Old ego! When Kabir Kapoor found out his daughter was spending time with a low-class cafe boy, all hell broke loose. "Alina, he's not your type. He's not our class. He's the first real person I've ever met." Kabir forbade her from seeing him. He even offered Ayaan 100,000 pounds to stay away. "You're still the same girl who thinks she's better than everyone." Ayaan refused. Alina, defiant as ever, moved out of her mansion and started working at Ayaan's cafe. People mocked. Paparazzi followed. The media called it the fall of the Kapoor princess. But for Alina, it felt like rising. Months passed, but change is hard. One night, after a nasty customer insulted her past, Alina snapped, "You think I care what you think? I'm Alina Kapoor." Old habits. Ayaan looked hurt. "You haven't changed." She walked out in tears. For weeks, they didn't speak. Alina didn't go back to her mansion. She went to a women's shelter and volunteered for a month. She helped girls who had nothing, no family, no future. And she realized what true value was. Not money, not power, but kindness. She returned to the cafe one winter morning. Hair tied up, no makeup, wearing an apron. "Ayaan," she said, "I came to say sorry, but not just with words. Let me prove it with actions." He looked into her eyes, and for the first time, he saw not a spoiled girl, but a strong woman. Months later, Brewing Soul opened its second branch. Alina handled the business. Ayaan handled the coffee. They weren't rich and poor anymore. They were partners in business, in love, and in life.